getaways. Oh, gay getaways. I'm here on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and I'm actually looking for something to take back with me when I leave Hollywood. And I found this place, someone told me about it, called the Hollywood All-Star Electronics Duty-Free Prices, which means it's going to be great prices. I'm looking for maybe like a license plate or some small trinket to take back when I get out of Hollywood. So I'm going to go on inside and see what I can find. Hello. Hey, how you doing? I'm Greg. Welcome to my show. I'm looking for one of those, like a small license plate or something with my name on it.
Various gifts, and we have perfume.
This is great. Oh my!
So also electronics. Beautiful keychains right here. You can put your loved one's picture.
Wow. You know what I was actually looking for was a duty-free shop, and I think this is a duty-free shop, right?
Yeah, it is.
See, that's perfect. Don't find many of those in Hollywood, so this is one of few. My name is Greg Osborne, Gregory, and well, the daisy wouldn't really work for me. That's another lifetime. Let me take my glasses off so I can actually see these. Wow, that's great. Oh, there's one, Gregory. That'll work. I'll take one of those. And do you have anything really off the wall, like, oh, you do, like #1 mom and #1 kid, and
we have drama queen.
Well, drama queen would work for me. Diva would work for me. Rock star would work for me.
Spoiled.
You know what? I think that that is going to work. So here we are again. Your name is Raquel, and the name of the shop was
Hollywood All-Star Electronics Perfume and Gifts.
There you go, and it's a duty-free shop right here on the corner of Hollywood Boulevard and Highland. It's duty-free, so check it out next time you're over here, guys. It's great.
Come.
This is awesome.
You're welcome.
I'll take these. Thank you. I tell you, this is like being in New York City in Times Square. It's unlike anything I've ever seen. Hollywood Boulevard is rocking. And I think my tour guide has just arrived. Is it Gerald, right?
Yes, Gerald.
And what was the name of the company again?
It's Celebrity Haunted Discount Tours.
Celebrity Haunted Discount Tours. You know what? Saw the double-decker a few minutes ago.
Yep.
I've been walking up and down Hollywood Boulevard. I had an ice cream. Got my bottled water,
right
you know,
on.
I'm ready to go, and I'm really excited about the Haunted Discount Tour. So if you can let me in, we'll start our tour,
Let's
dude.
do it. Let's go have some fun.
Cool.
Right.
Thank you.
Please watch your step.
I will. Thank you. Cool. So where are we off to first for our tour?
I figured we go by Jim Morrison's last U.S. residence. And
That's
go by
great.
the Nightmare on Elm Street house. And we go by the Halloween movie house with Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh,
And then over to the witch's house in Beverly Hills.
great.
She might still be looking around.
Oh, so we might actually see someone, you know, like opening up the curtains or...
That would be nice. You never know. You never know. This is a very haunted town.
We want to be terrified.
Sounds good. That's my job.
You know, it was interesting being on Hollywood Boulevard earlier. I didn't know that all those characters, you know, or caricatures.
Yep.
Is that something new that they're doing, or has that been around for a while up there?
They've been doing it for a while. They're aspiring actors themselves.
Okay.
Some of them have a real passion for it. And, you know, you've got all kinds of neat people in Hollywood. They don't call it Hollyweird for no reason.
Hollyweird, yes, yes.
You know?
And I saw one like, he was dressed like Michael Jackson, but he wasn't part of
Couple of
the
those there.
characters. So I was wondering if it was just maybe one that wanted to be one of those characters at some point that he just dropped out of the loop.
Yep. Yeah, sometimes you
But he was happy to dance.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, sometimes there's 5 Johnny Depp for Pirates of the Caribbean.
That's awesome.
You know, there's quite a few of them.
Well, my trip to Hollywood and West Hollywood so far has been really, really incredible. And for the viewers again, we're with Gerald and we're doing a haunted Hollywood tour. This is something really unique because it really is a very intimate, I think very customized sort of thing, whether you're with yourself, as I am, or with a partner, or wife, or grandmother, or kids.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure you see and hear it all. Just
Oh
about,
yeah,
don't you?
we deal with everybody, all ages, all walks of life from all over the world. It's a fascinating job. They teach me stuff, I teach them stuff, we learn off each other, and it's really fun selling people their dreams, and I'm fascinated with the history out here. There's so much history in Los Angeles.
It is. I had moved out here when I was 18 years old to be an actor, and I got to tell you that Hollywood was sort of the first stop. It was always, this is where I wanted to be. This is where I wanted to land and plant my feet. And to be able to do a tour like this, I never knew that these sort of things existed, actually. But it really is cool. It really is. It's great.
It's a lot of fun.
And I think, it is the whole element, really, of there's the aspiration and the dreams and the hopes, and I guess that's part of, Gerald's tour, is you see the good along with the bad,
Yes.
and then, of course, that's where the haunted or
It really helps out.
the mysterious or something comes into play, doesn't it, really?
Absolutely.
So where are we going to go to first? Where are you going to take us
Well,
to
first,
first?
just going to pass by the Emster Tile building coming up to the left there. That was in Lethal Weapon 1, where Mel Gibson tried to talk the gentleman from jumping off the building and ended up tackling him onto the balloon on the ground there.
Wow. That's this one right up the street?
Yeah,
here.
just up the
Okay.
street, coming up on the
Yeah,
left, that big white tall building, Emster Tile. When you go up Kings Road, Judith Campbell lived up Kings Road, JFK's ex-mistress.
Really?
And Paris Hilton, of course, lives way up Kings Road. She's in
Okay.
the process of selling her house.
Yeah, I was thinking about, after all the media, she wouldn't have much privacy these days.
Her neighbors aren't too happy with her, I guess, with all the commotion.
Yeah, some of us love the media, but the neighbors don't like the media.
No. Look up the stairs up there at 8218 and a half here on Norton Avenue, where the veranda is open. That was Jim Morrison's last U.S. residence, with the porch up there, with the door open.
Wow, who knew? I thought it would have been a much larger apartment.
Yeah, me too.
Nothing against Jim, but I thought he made a lot of money as
Yeah.
a rock star and all
Yeah.
this stuff,
Yeah,
Interesting.
He had a very modest living.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people just like to tuck their money away. And
Yeah.
nice area, though. I got to say that for him.
Oh,
It was
absolutely.
a very nice place.
Yep.
Very nice. Well, and your
After her,
your
so-
spin on it is great because, like I said, the haunted part of it, of where these deaths occurred and different, really, really interesting things. It really spices up more than just seeing like a celebrity home.
Exactly.
you know.
It gives an edge on the competition a little bit. Adding the haunted theme. We were able to do more night tours as well.
You ever see any ghosts?
No, but you know what? I had a really cool lady that knew the people from Ghost Hunters. She had a lot of orbs in her pictures.
Wow.
And she was the lady who
Amazing.
took a picture of a ghost, a female ghost, on the Queen Mary. And she had been on the radio nationwide. And we did a night tour with her and her people, and we had a lot of fun. She taught me a lot of stuff. She even showed me the house by the Manson murders where Ghost Hunters went, and they had recorded the screaming sounds from Sharon Tate and her friends with the people's voices saying, "Why are you doing this to me?
Goodness.
Please stop."
Wow.
From the night of the murders. So that was really interesting stuff. And we're actually coming up to a very famous haunted house that
Okay.
Mr. Freddy Krueger used to haunt a lot of people inside of.
Wow.
The Nightmare on Elm Street house,
Oh,
guys.
wow.
Right over to the right. There she
Excellent.
blows.
That
Now,
is great.
every time they filmed one of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, they would always de-gut the house and change it from the inside outside, give it a complete renovation.
Wow.
And the current owners, I believe, just paid $1.3 million for this house. It, I believe, was about $300,000 to $400,000 more than the neighbor's house.
Wow.
And definitely the fact that it's the Nightmare on Elm Street house definitely helped. And during
incredible
filming,
stuff.
obviously stuff gets broken. They have to tear down walls and to put the cameras in there and stuff like that. So, you know, they fix it up brand new again, and maybe they'll have another Nightmare on Elm Street movie. Who knows?
Part what? 60 is it?
Yeah, 62. Yeah.
His
Let's
fingernails
count it.
probably are like really
Yeah.
small now and old and you know
Yeah.
gone. So where are we at now?
And actually, we're at the Halloween movie house to the right.
No way.
Big Bad Michael Myers. Yep.
Wow.
Big Bad Michael Myers chased Jamie Lee Curtis out of this house. Again, this was the
Goodness.
original house in the original Halloween movie.
We're actually heading down toward the Sunset Strip to see.
Where John Belushi overdosed, and where River Phoenix overdosed as well.
Oh, okay.
And a lot of history on the strip, a lot of excitement. It's where all the celebrities again party and celebrate after the Golden Globe, Emmy Awards,
Sure,
Oscars, and Grammy Awards.
Well, that was really sad about River Phoenix. You know,
Yeah, I was
he
a big fan too.
Yeah, I was a big fan of his. You know.
Yeah.
But it happens, and then, you know, when it does happen, unfortunately, all these other tours pop up. Because it does happen. It's freaky.
Now here's the famous enchanted Chateau Marmont Hotel coming up on the right, built in 1927. Lindsay Lohan stayed here recently, so did Orlando Bloom, and this is where John Belushi from the Blues Brothers overdosed. The coroner's
Wow.
van couldn't even get up this driveway to the right because of all the adoring fans trying to sneak a peek of his body.
Wow.
Right there on the
So
right.
the famous Chateau
Chateau
Marmont.
Marmont. Standard Hotel on the left is where Brad Pitt managed the hotel and bar in the movie Ocean's 12.
No way.
Oh yeah. And
Wow.
Art Carney, who played opposite Jackie
Oh,
Gleason
Don, get
in
a
The
shot of this.
Honeymooners.
Here you go.
Again, Art Carney owned Carney's Express on the right until his death.
Wow.
Again, he played opposite Jackie Gleason in The Honeymooners. They get rated best hot dog in LA. They filmed the classic
I love
movie
it.
American Graffiti
That's
at Mel's
great.
Diner on the right. And they also filmed an episode of The Surreal Life
That's wonderful.
with Gary Coleman, Ron Jeremy, Vanilla Ice running the restaurant inside there.
Wonderful,
Now, this
wonderful.
is where a lot of celebrities come to shop and eat.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is looking a little bit more upscale
Yes, a
now.
little more classy. They parked the really nice cars to the right and left of us. All types of celebrities come here. We do see a lot of celebrities on the tour, and when we do, it really excites the tour a little more.
This is
People
great.
get
This is
really
really,
excited.
yeah, this is really different than Hollywood. I mean, this is like what it's like going into Beverly Hills, pretty much.
Now
Wow.
the legendary Viper Room on the left.
And we
still
have to
owned
get a
by
shot of
Johnny
that.
Depp. River Phoenix overdosed outside of those doors, unfortunately in his brother Joaquin Phoenix's arms.
Wow.
Right outside there, his brother made a frantic 911 call from the telephone.
So that's the famous Viper Room.
Yes, right there to the left. It's where River Phoenix spent his last night, unfortunately.
Yes.
Now the famous
They love us.
Whiskey A Go-Go on the right.
Yes.
Jim Morrison and the Doors got their start here. They also got kicked out of here just as many times as they played here. They did the movie The Doors here with Val Kilmer, and Motley Crue, Guns N' Roses, Rick Springfield, The Doors, Frank Zappa, Johnny Rivers, the band called Love, all got their start here at the Whiskey A Go-Go. When I get past the light on the right is the famous Roxy Club. I saw the band Run DMC perform there when they were all still alive.
Right, right.
And Mandy Moore, Sean Lennon, Courtney Love just performed there. Above it is On the Rocks, the restaurant where John Belushi had his last meal before he overdosed at the Chateau Marmont Hotel. Right up there, On the Rocks.
Now, trivia. Does anybody know what his last meal was?
Oh, that's a good question. I do not know. If you look to your right, the Sunset Medical Tower, it's where all the celebrities get their plastic surgery done. It's also where
Wow.
they do the reality show Dr. 90210. Inside you can see a silver statue of Groucho Marx there with some cool shades on.
Wow.
Marilyn Monroe and Joe DiMaggio lived over here to the left for many, many years. They used to have a beautiful white bungalow house with a nice pool. They tore it down about 4 years ago. They upset every preservationist and historian for miles around. All that's left now is the concrete wall, steel gates, lampposts, hedges, and palm trees. They did manage to take a mirror out of the living room before it was fully demolished, which they did have on display at the Hotel Roosevelt on the 3rd floor.
Wow.
A lot of people said they could see her ghost in the reflection of the mirror.
Wow.
Even Nick Lachey said he saw her ghost in the elevator one time. And this red brick house here on the left was Frank Sinatra's first house in Beverly Hills.
Wow.
Then he sold it to Sammy Davis Jr. Yep.
Sure.
Now you remember the gates, the opening here, it's where they filmed the movie The Bodyguard with Whitney Houston, Kevin Costner.
Right.
The movie The Prestige, where Hugh Jackman stayed up at the Big Manor. And also they filmed the movie Skulls here, National Treasure, Batman Begins Again. And it's also where Luke and Laura got married from the soap opera General Hospital. They celebrated 25 years soap opera marriage. That's 25 LA marriages. Now you'll see how big the manor goes up here. You got to look way up to the right. And actually we can go up there too, if you guys want to go up there. Here's the haunted side. Mrs. Doheny found her son in bed with his gay lover. She actually murdered both of them.
Really?
And then when they had the investigation, she called off the investigation, and they ended up ruling it a double suicide lover's quarrel.
Wow.
She got away with murder.
As only in Hollywood they could do, right?
Absolutely.
That's
And
incredible.
it's just massive. They still film movies there, haunted movies, all kinds of neat stuff. Now, there used to be 2 gargoyle heads on the door here on the right. This used to be where the Osbournes lived. They just moved out. It looks like they're fumigating the house now. When you used to walk on the steps, you'd get sprayed by the sprinkler system. Sharon. And, of course, the famous neighbor's house up here to the right with the tennis courts where they threw the ham over to.
Yes.
I believe John McEnroe used to live there at one point with the tennis courts there.
Oh my.
That would have been funny if they were neighbors at the
Wow.
same time. For some reason in Beverly Hills they paint their fire hydrants silver for some reason. There's one on the left, there's one for backup across the street on the right. When there's a fire it shoots out Perrier water. Bad joke, I got a sympathy laugh though, thank you, you're hired.
That's okay. Not only do we get the major insight, but the technological insight, which is quite.
Yeah,
That's brilliant.
Beautiful, pretty house to the left. A lot of people
look
love
at
this
that.
the most. This is where everybody loves somebody sometime. Dean Martin's old house, good old Dino, from the original Rat Pack, famous
Right,
actor,
right.
singer. Dean Martin lived here for many, many years. Beautiful house.
Yeah, and this is a beautiful. I mean, this area in general
Yep.
is just stunning. I mean, you see how
Absolutely.
it changes so drastically.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
from Hollywood, West Hollywood, back into Hollywood, back into West Hollywood.
Yep.
Because you know it sort of does that weird jump zone thing. You know.
Absolutely.
Sure.
We got the
Oh,
Beverly
Beverly-
Hills Hotel here on the right.
Right.
A lot of famous presidents stayed here, especially at the bungalows. They also had affairs here. If you look over to the right, this nice little Dracula-looking castle was owned by Bela Lugosi, the original Dracula in the original Dracula movie. He looked the part of Dracula, he played the part of Dracula, and he lived the part of Dracula.
Wow.
People were very superstitious of him. They really did think Bela Lugosi was the real deal. This is the richest part of Los Angeles, all gated community. You know, very rich folks live here.
I've never heard of Holmby
Oh
Hills.
yeah.
Where, is
Aaron
this
Spelling's estates in this area.
is this
$68
near
million
Bel
estate.
Air? Or
Yes,
Beverly
Bel Air
Hills?
is just a hop, skip, and a jump away, just
Wow.
across the way. Yes.
And what's this What's this over this way?
This is
If
Hugh
we
Hefner's Playboy Mansion, where
Wow.
they filmed the Girls Next Door, where he lives with his girlfriends and playmates. Yeah, the
Goodness
famous Playboy
gracious.
Mansion. You speak into the magic rock with the speakerphone on the left. Open sesame. Come on, Hugh, let us in. Someday. Now this house to the left, guys, with the long windows, is where Bugsy Siegel was murdered by the mob. One mobster came one night over the hill there on his front yard, shot Bugsy Siegel twice in the head while he was eating in the dining room table. This was his mistress's house that he owned with her.
Goodness gracious.
And he was the founder of Las Vegas. They made the movie
Yeah.
Bugsy about him, where Warren Beatty played him.
Of course.
He started the Flamingo Hotel. In essence, he started Las Vegas. He also had a getaway castle home up by the Hollywood sign. I guess he should have been at his getaway home, before the mob came to get
Yeah.
him. Director Oliver Mills, back in 1911, had this famous witch's house built coming up to the left here. He liked it so much after he filmed many, haunted independent films that he had it moved from the movie set all the way to Beverly Hills here, where he lived in this witch's house. They also filmed Witches of Eastwick here. They still do a lot of independent haunted movies here. And it's got kind of a little bit of a Hansel and Gretel, like
It does.
a Tim Burton touch to it.
It looks like a gingerbread house. Yes, a gingerbread house.
And again,
Thank you. I heard a ghostly voice coming from the walls of the van, but
Again, guys,
it does look like a gingerbread
yeah,
house.
the famous witch's house of Beverly Hills, right there on the left.
Wow. Gerald, I got to say, this is terrific. I mean, to be able to see the Hollywood sign from this, I guess, lookout point or point of view or whatever you want to call it is amazing. And this is great for a payoff for the whole tour. This has been wonderful.
Yes, it's a very beautiful view. The Hollywood sign, it's been up there since 1923. It started off as a real estate development. It was actually called Hollywood Land. And the land letters, slid down during a mudslide as well. The Hollywood sign situated
Wow.
on Griffith Park, the largest park in North America. Those letters are 5 stories tall.
No way. Really?
Absolutely.
They
Yep.
don't
And
look that big.
Yep, they're very, very huge. On the other side of the mountain, at the other side of Griffith Park, is Burbank, where the Warner Brothers Studios is, Universal Studios, ABC Disney Studios, Forest
Wow.
Lawn Cemetery, where a lot of celebrities are buried, LA Zoo, Gene Autry Heritage Museum.
Wow.
And in the
of-
70s, too, they revamped all the letters. Hugh Hefner, Alice Cooper got together, put a lot of money
Incredible.
in to redo the letters. Now they're steel illuminated. And unfortunately, Peg Entwistle, an actress back in 1932, was down on her luck. She really didn't land many roles out here in LA. She told her uncle she was going up to the grocery store to get some groceries. Instead, she climbed up the back of the work ladder of the letter H and jumped off to her death,
Wow.
unfortunately. Yes.
Goodness.
And you can just see the tip of the castle over here. That was Bugsy Siegel's getaway castle home.
Now, which one is that? Is that the orange one
Yeah.
over here?
Yep,
Okay.
the orange one, you see the tip of
Gotcha.
it. And with the striped driveway, Madonna actually lived here for 7 years, where she was with her daughter. And unfortunately,
Wow.
again, where she had her stalker stalking her on the hiking trails there. And she had painted the...
Now, hold on. That would have been the stalker. Where would that? Is that down in here?
Well, yeah, we've got the hiking trails around here where she used to hike and jog.
Right.
And again, her bodyguard had shot the stalker. Again, look at the lined driveway there. She had
Goodness
painted it that
gracious.
way. It actually alarmed the neighbors. They had wanted her to change it, but
Yeah.
she had refused. And if you look over this way, over here to the right, you can see
let's come over
Lake
this way.
Hollywood here. Lake Hollywood's where people in this area get their drinking water from.
So there's now there's a lake
Yep,
called Lake Hollywood.
it's called Lake Hollywood here.
I never knew there was a lake in Hollywood.
It's where Hollywood gets all of its drinking
Wow.
water from. It's a reservoir.
I got to say, this is more of a payoff than I imagined, because the Hollywood sign was one thing,
Nice
but seeing
breeze
these
up
other
here,
things,
too.
it's incredible. Wow, look at this.
And you can see the dam over there. That was in the movie Chinatown and Earthquake, where the city was flooded.
Wow.
And you can see the buildings in the distance. That's, again, the Mid-Wilshire District.
That is
And
incredible.
the immediate buildings over the dam is where Hollywood is.
And this is where LA gets its water source from.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow. All of its wonderful bottled water.
Yes.
Now, and then of course back in that region, back in there, you can actually see LA, the city.
And when it's a clear
Which
day,
is
you
great.
can see Catalina Island, even the ocean out there. And the hiking trails
Wow.
go all the way around the dam, all the way down. And those canyons in the distance is Runyon Canyon, where a lot of celebrities go hiking, jogging, walking. George Clooney used to take his pet pig for walks up there till it
Yeah.
passed away
Yeah.
recently. And Bob Barker still takes his dog for walks up there. as
That's
well.
great. It almost looks like a beach down there.
Tabloids.
Is that an area
Yeah,
people
that's-
can
that's-
go to,
that's
or?
just, a lot of people live on the edge there, but you're not allowed to go swimming in there.
Oh, I
because,
see.
Again, it is drinking water. and it's absolutely forbidden to take a dip in there.
Sure, sure.
It's tempting.
What vineyard is that? That's
I believe it's a private vineyard.
Wow.
Owned by one of the owners that has a house up here.
so. I mean, you got Hollywood sign, you got
Yep.
vineyards, you've got
Yep.
Lake Hollywood,
Yep.
and
Bugsy Siegel's
Siegel's house.
former castle home. That was his getaway castle home. Again, he shouldn't have. I guess he should have been there instead of at his mistress's house in Beverly Hills when he was gunned down by the mob. And Veronica Lake lived in that castle home as well. And again, Madonna for about 7 years, where she lived with her daughter.
And you know, the breeze up here feels really good.
Yeah, it's a lot healthier air up here.
There's a lot more health.
lot
I was going to
cooler.
say that
Yep.
the air quality up here seems a lot more. You know, you can smell all the plants and stuff.
Yep.
It's awesome. Really is good. But like, this has been really, really great. Like I said, the tour has been fascinating.
Thank you very much.
From the start of the tour in West Hollywood all the way through to Beverly Hills. And before I saw him going into the gift shop, I got my little license plates, which I was really looking for because I wanted to take them back with me when I leave Hollywood. And this has been a great payoff. And I really want you to see that Hollywood sign one last time and on our way out. And then we're going to head back down to Hollywood Boulevard and then we'll end our tour
Very good.
for today.